Pangea is a somewhat known company that made Plants vs. Zombies plush sets, and today we're going to be looking at the first ever Plants vs. Zombies plush set that they made. So with that said, welcome to a look at the Pangea Set 1 plush set. Let's start off with the first plush in this set, which is the pea shooter. Now, one thing that's weird about most of these plushes is that for some reason they have a square leaf base. And on top of the weird square leaf base, they have these leaves which looks like they're actually supposed to be the leaf base, but they still for some reason have a square at the bottom of them, and I think I know why. And I'm pretty sure the reason for this is just so they stand up instead of just falling over, because well, without that square there, they would just kind of fall over. But yeah, still overall a really weird detail that they added. And I think it would have looked better if they just added a normal leaf base like Langston did. But yeah, this plush is all the exact same color, being a dark green material. And well, this plush has a metal rod in the neck so it doesn't get floppy and fall over the ears, which makes sense because well, these plushes it could get easily damaged if they didn't have that there. The face is overall shaped pretty well, and well, the rest of the plush actually looks pretty good besides the weird looking leaf base. Because well, technically the colors are inaccurate, but besides that, this plush is actually pretty good, especially because I really like how the face is shaped. But the leaves on the leaf base could get damaged though, because well, they're made out of like a feltish material. And well, there's a very low chance that you will ever get any of these plushes in the set, because well, they're all extremely rare. And well, for most of these plushes, I had a very hard time even finding any images of them, so yeah, it's extremely rare to even own one of these plushes in the set, so yeah, you have a very low chance of finding them. But if you do want them, you can find them on websites like eBay or Zanyu. And now let's move on to the next plush in the set, which is the Snow Pea. Now this plush is the exact same as the pea shooter, except it's just blue instead of a dark green color. And yeah, this probably has to be the biggest copy in the whole set because well, it's the exact same plush as the pea shooter, except well, it's just changed colors. It literally has all the exact same details on it, even with the leaf on the back of it, even though Snow Pea isn't even supposed to have a leaf on the back of it. Which shows that they probably didn't put much effort into this plush because well, it's just a recolor of the pea shooter. And yeah, it would have been a lot better if they even just changed like the leaf on the back to like actual spikes like it's supposed to be, because well, that'll actually show that they put a little work into this plush, but they really didn't put much work into it at all. Because all they did is took the pattern for the pea shooter and just used a blue material instead of a dark green material. But yeah, this plush is significantly more rare than the pea shooter though, and I was basically only able to find 2 images of it. And all these images basically come from one website, so yeah, this plush is extremely rare and you basically have no chance of finding it. It's probably the rarest in the whole set. Because I've seen it the least amount of times, and well, even with all the pictures that it has, it's all basically from the same website. But your best chances of finding this plush is either on eBay or Zanyu, but there's a very small chance it'll ever show up. And I also went to a slightly more common plush in the set, being the Sunflower. Now this plush uses the exact same leaf face and stem as the Snow Pea and the pea shooter, except the faces is actually looking really weird. Because well, in my opinion, the face on this plush really isn't that good. The main reason for that is that the eyes just look overall really inaccurate. I don't know what it is about them, it just doesn't really look that good. Also, for some reason the face is facing like upwards instead of like centered, so yeah, I don't know why that is, because well, it overall makes this plush look a lot weirder than it would have been. And also, there's a lot of petals on these plushes which are made out of a felt material, so they can get easily bent and damaged, and a lot of the times for pictures of this plush, you'll see them get bent and damaged. And overall, they really had a bad design for the Sunflower's face, and overall, I think it would have looked a lot better if they just changed a few details on the face and stuff like that. But yeah, this plush is slightly more common than others in the set, so yeah, you could probably find this plush on eBay or Zanyu if you looked for a very long time. And now let's go on to probably the most common plush in the whole set, being the Walnut. Now this plush is probably the most common in the whole set because I've seen the most images of it, and there's actually been a few sales of it. As well, a few months ago I saw one on Zanyu. And well, overall, the Walnut plush actually has a pretty good design on it. I really like the details at the bottom of it to make it look a bit more like crunched looking, like a walnut's actually supposed to look, which is actually something that not a lot of companies did, so yeah, I'm glad that Pangea added that. Also, the eyes just look really good in my opinion. Overall, the facial expression looks pretty nice. The only really bad thing about this plush in my opinion is that the shape of it's just really weird and not accurate to a walnut it's supposed to look, and it more looks like a tall nut shape. Because this plush really isn't that circular like a walnut is supposed to be, and it's more like cylinderish. But yeah, besides the weird shape of this plush is actually really good, and I would definitely recommend getting it, and you definitely have the highest chance of finding this plush out of the whole set. So yeah, I recommend look on eBay or Zanyu for this plush, but there is a bootleg of it that's just a lighter version of this plush. And the bootleg is actually for sale on eBay right now, but I wouldn't recommend getting it because it's lower quality than this one. And now let's move on to the next plush in the set, which is the Jalapeno. Now this plush is actually pretty well shaped, except there is a few weird details on it, like the face. Now in my opinion, the mouth looks fine, and actually I would say the mouth actually looks pretty good, but the eyes is just what ruins this plush for me. Because, well, for some reason they decided to make the eyes like 3D, which is actually a really bad decision on their end because it's made this plush look a lot weirder than it would have been. And I think it would have looked a lot better if they just, embroidered the eyes on like most other companies did. And well, the overall execution of the eyes being 3D wasn't the best because, well, companies like Worldmax actually did a good job with it, but yeah, this company definitely did not. So yeah, just like the sunflower, I really don't like the face on this plush, but besides that, the rest of it's overall pretty good, like the mouth and the shape of it. It also has a stem on the top, which is pretty well shaped and is stitched on, so it can't really fall off. But yeah, besides the weird eyes on this plush is overall pretty good, and you can find it on eBay or Zanyu, but it is extremely rare. And now moving on to the zombies, we have the basic zombie. Now this plush is actually pretty good, especially on the face in my opinion. I really like the hair on his head because, well, it actually looks like very detailed, unlike other zombies that really just don't have hair at all. Because, well, the Lynxen zombies basically never have hair, but this one does, and I really do like the details on it, especially like it's made out of like a stringish material, but it could get damaged over the years. And the eyes could also get faded over the years and just kind of miss the whole pupils over the years because, well, they could kind of get erased from the plush. And well, the teeth and the tie could get bent because they're made out of a felt material, but besides that, this plush is actually really good. The clothes are made out of a pretty high quality material, and well, they overall look really nice and really accurate to how they're supposed to be. Also, the overall proportions of the zombie is really good, and well, they actually put a lot of details into this plush. And well, if you could find this one, I would actually definitely recommend getting it because it's one of my favorites in the whole set. And overall, they put a lot more detail in this plush than the plants in this set, which I really like, and you can find this plush on eBay or Zanyu, but it is extremely rare. And now moving on to probably the most unique and the final plush in this whole set being the Jack-in-the-Box zombie. Now, fun fact about the Jack-in-the-Box zombie, there's only one company that ever made a plush of it, and that's Pangea, and well, they made a few designs of it, but this one was, in my opinion, the best design. It uses the exact same face as the basic zombie, except it has wrinkles on the forehead and the mouth is red instead of black. And well, the clothes on this plush are made out of a nice fabric material, and they overall look really good and don't seem to get damaged in really any spots of it. And well, on the hands it has a cube that's stitched onto it, which is well, a Jack-in-the-Box obviously, so yeah, it overall looks pretty good. And well, what makes this plush really unique because it's one of the only Jack-in-the-Box zombies that were ever made. And well, basically every detail on this plush looks really good, and it's clearly that they put a lot of effort into it. But yeah, sadly this plush is extremely rare though, but the best chance of finding it is either on eBay or Zanyu. But yeah, which plush says your favorite? Mine's probably the Jack-in-the-Box zombie, but comment down below yours, and yeah, have a great day.